Will Smith had always been no stranger to controversy, but as he prepared to embark on his highly anticipated, based on a true story, tour, the world watched closely. The actor, producer, and musician was stepping back into the spotlight after a series of personal and professional ups and downs that had kept him out of the public eye. Fans were eager to see the charismatic star return to the stage, promising nights filled with music, stories, and candid reflections from one of Hollywood's most recognized faces. From the very first city on the tour, the energy was palpable. The arenas were buzzing, the lights dimmed, and the unmistakable intro music of Smith's hit tracks filled the venue. Fans waved homemade signs, some brightly colored with bold messages, "Will you inspire us again?" and "Fresh Prince forever." There was laughter, applause, and even a few tears as Smith took the stage, smiling wide, his presence commanding attention even before he spoke a word. Smith began the tour not just with music, but with storytelling. He shared moments from his life, mixing humor with honesty, touching on personal struggles, and reflecting on lessons learned. Each night was meant to be an intimate conversation with thousands of fans at once, a connection that Smith had always cherished throughout his career. Yet behind the scenes, a different kind of preparation was taking place. Smith's production team had embraced cutting-edge technology, including AI, to enhance visuals and stage effects. The idea was to make every show more spectacular, immersing the audience in a multi-sensory experience. Lights, holographic projections, and dynamic graphics promised to elevate the concerts to a level few performers had ever reached. The intent was ambitious, to merge the energy of a live show with digital artistry that would wow both fans in attendance and viewers at home. When the first promotional videos were released online, they immediately drew millions of views. Clips showed packed arenas and screaming fans, as if the venues were overflowing every night. Social media lit up with excitement, speculation, and admiration. Fans praised Smith's comeback, sharing clips with captions like, "This is why we love Will Smith," and "Hollywood legend back at it." On the surface, everything seemed perfect, but the closer some viewers looked, the more they noticed small oddities in the footage. A few faces appeared slightly blurred, some hands seemed oddly shaped, and certain camera angles made the crowd look almost too perfectly arranged. It was subtle at first, something many dismissed as just camera tricks or lighting effects. Still, it was enough to spark curiosity and a few early whispers online. As Smith's tour moved from city to city, the blend of live energy and digitally enhanced visuals continued. Fans who attended in person often remarked on the spectacle, praising the immersive experience. Yet the seeds of doubt had already been planted among a small but growing segment of online viewers. Some began to question, were the crowd scenes entirely authentic? Was this truly a live, vibrant audience? Or was there something more orchestrated happening behind the camera? Despite these whispers, Will Smith remained focused on his performances. He engaged with the crowd, laughed at jokes, and delivered the songs and stories that had defined his career. He had no intention of letting speculation overshadow the joy of connecting with fans. For Smith, this tour was not just about a comeback. It was a chance to reaffirm his place in Hollywood, to remind the world why he had become an icon in the first place. Little did anyone know that the subtle anomalies in the footage were about to spark a controversy that would dominate headlines, social media feeds, and fan discussions. The story of Will Smith's tour was only beginning, and the line between reality and digital enhancement was about to be questioned in ways no one had anticipated. As the tour rolled into major cities across Europe and North America, excitement was at an all-time high. Fans eagerly shared photos and videos from the shows, posting them on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. The buzz created a perfect storm for social media virality. Will Smith's team capitalized on this by releasing high-quality promotional clips online, showing packed arenas and ecstatic crowds. From the outside, it looked like a triumph, a flawless comeback that blended nostalgia with modern spectacle. But it wasn't long before eagle-eyed viewers began noticing oddities in the footage. On Reddit forums and Twitter threads, users started dissecting the videos frame by frame. Some faces appeared stretched or slightly distorted, hands and arms seemed to bend in unnatural ways, and a few individuals seemed to duplicate themselves in multiple parts of the audience. What first seemed like minor glitches soon turned into a growing debate. One viral tweet captured the imagination of the internet. It compared a fan holding a sign with, "Thanks, Will, you saved me," to another frame where the same person appeared twice. Users joked about the AI clone army taking over Smith's shows, but underneath the humor lay serious questions about authenticity. Fans began asking whether the crowd they had seen online was genuine or digitally enhanced. Entertainment news outlets picked up the story, reporting that some promotional footage might have been digitally manipulated using artificial intelligence. Headlines ranged from the curious, "Did Will Smith use AI to enhance his crowds?" to the outraged, "Hollywood star accused of faking fans." Opinion sections debated whether such digital augmentation was creative liberty or outright deception. Meanwhile, Smith continued performing, largely unaware of the storm brewing online. In interviews, he emphasized the emotional connection with his fans and the personal stories he was sharing through the tour. "Every night is about me connecting with people, making them laugh, making them think, and hopefully inspiring them," he said. Yet the online controversy cast a shadow over what should have been a purely celebratory moment. The debate quickly expanded beyond just the Smith tour. Industry professionals and technology experts weighed in, discussing the growing capabilities of AI-generated imagery and its implications for live events. Questions arose about ethics in entertainment. Is it acceptable to digitally enhance an audience? Does it mislead viewers? Or is it simply another tool for creative expression? Fans who attended the shows in person began posting their own reactions, emphasizing that the live energy was real. "I was there, and it was insane. The crowd was incredible, and Will was electric," wrote one Instagram user. Others, however, admitted that the online clips looked so perfect that they were skeptical of what they were seeing. The dual narrative, real-life experience versus digital presentation, created tension across social platforms. As the conversation heated up, some speculated that the AI enhancements were meant to compensate for lower ticket sales or empty seats at certain venues. Others argued that it was simply a forward-thinking attempt to blend live performance with cutting-edge technology. Smith's team remained tight-lipped, offering only general statements about the tour's production quality and innovative visuals. By the time the second city on the North American leg of the tour concluded, the story had gone viral. Memes flooded the internet. Videos comparing live footage to promotional clips circulated widely, and hashtags like #AISmith and #FakeCrowd trended on Twitter. For Will Smith, the focus had shifted. It was no longer just about performing. It was about addressing the growing questions surrounding the technology used in his tour. The controversy set the stage for a turning point, one that would test Smith's reputation, challenge audience trust, and spark a broader debate about the future of entertainment in a world increasingly influenced by artificial intelligence. The controversy surrounding Will Smith's tour reached a fever pitch as news outlets and social media exploded with discussions about the so-called AI crowd. Overnight, the story dominated headlines. Will Smith accused of faking audience, and AI allegations shadow Smith's tour became common titles across entertainment websites. Fans, critics, and casual observers debated fiercely, dissecting every frame of the promotional videos for evidence. What started as curiosity turned into outrage for some. Die-hard supporters defended Smith, pointing out that the live shows were energetic, thrilling, and clearly authentic for those in attendance. But skeptics argued that the manipulated footage misrepresented the events to millions watching online. The conversation wasn't just about one celebrity. It tapped into a growing unease about the increasing role of AI in everyday life. Online communities on Reddit and Twitter became battlegrounds. Screenshots of suspicious video frames circulated widely, with users highlighting duplicated faces, distorted hands, and blurred signs. Memes portraying Will Smith as a digital crowd magician or AI concert overlord went viral, blending humor with criticism. Influencers and YouTubers uploaded reaction videos, some praising the technical achievement while others condemned the deception. Amid the digital uproar, Smith remained publicly composed. Interviews emphasized his excitement for performing live and connecting with fans, and he downplayed the AI controversy as a technical enhancement meant to bring more visual flair to the online experience. "The energy you see in those clips is the same energy I feel on stage every night," Smith told reporters. We're just using technology to make it shine a little brighter for viewers at home." Despite these reassurances, the backlash continued. Ticket sales for upcoming shows were scrutinized by commentators, with some questioning whether AI had been used to mask less than full arenas. Critics argued that even if the live performances were genuine, the promotion of artificially enhanced footage undermined trust with the fanbase. The line between creativity and authenticity had become blurred, sparking a heated cultural conversation. The controversy also attracted attention from technology experts and ethicists. Panels and online discussions explored the implications of AI in media, questioning how far it should be allowed to influence perceptions of reality. Could artificial crowds deceive viewers into believing a show was more popular than it was? Should audiences be notified when AI is used to enhance content? These questions transcended the tour itself, touching on broader issues about transparency and ethics in the entertainment industry. Meanwhile, the public continued to debate the intentions behind the AI usage. Some argued it was an innovative approach to multimedia storytelling, blending real-life performance with digital spectacle. Others saw it as a slippery slope, warning that such manipulation could erode trust between artists and fans. For Will Smith, the situation was a delicate balancing act, embracing modern technology without alienating the very people who had supported him for decades. The tour itself continued to receive praise for Smith's stage presence, humor, and heartfelt storytelling. Yet the AI controversy had become inseparable from the narrative of the comeback. Every review, every fan comment, every social media post now carried the implicit question: how much of what we saw was real, and how much was digitally crafted? By the time the third city on the tour wrapped, the story was no longer just about a single performance. It had become a case study in modern entertainment, illustrating the tension between innovation and authenticity. The AI crowd saga was now a defining chapter of Will Smith's comeback, proving that in the age of artificial intelligence, even the most charismatic stars could face scrutiny in ways their predecessors never imagined. The AI crowd controversy had ignited a firestorm across social media, and as Will Smith continued his tour, the reactions of fans and media alike became impossible to ignore. Online, reactions ranged from disbelief to amusement, from harsh criticism to staunch defense. On Instagram and Twitter, fans shared their personal experiences from the live shows, contrasting them with the polished promotional videos, creating an intense debate about what was real and what had been digitally enhanced. Some fans were adamant that the live shows were authentic, sharing videos and photos from their seats. "I was there, and it was magical. The energy was real, and Will was incredible," posted one fan on Instagram, tagging friends and fellow concertgoers. These first-hand accounts served as evidence to counter the growing narrative that the crowds were artificially generated. On the other hand, skeptics dug deeper, analyzing every frame of the promotional footage. YouTube channels dedicated to debunking media manipulation saw record engagement, with videos comparing the live shows to the online clips going viral. Phrases like AI overload and fake fans trended, highlighting the growing public fascination with the story. Memes proliferated, depicting Will Smith as a digital wizard conjuring crowds with a flick of his hand. Humor became a key way for the internet to digest the controversy, but beneath the jokes lay serious conversations about ethics in entertainment. Entertainment media quickly caught on. Major outlets published articles exploring the technical aspects of the alleged AI use, interviewing experts in visual effects and AI-generated imagery. Discussions focused on the implications for authenticity in performance art. Could AI distort reality in ways that mislead audiences? Was it acceptable for artists to digitally enhance their shows to create a more visually appealing experience? These debates extended beyond Smith himself, touching on the broader future of entertainment in the digital age. Amidst the chaos, Will Smith released a carefully worded statement. He acknowledged the use of AI in the promotional videos, emphasizing that the technology was used to enhance the visual experience, not to deceive fans. "Our intention was to make the footage more visually engaging for those watching online," Smith said. "The live energy of the tour is genuine, and every audience member contributes to that magic." Despite the clarification, public opinion remained divided. Some accepted Smith's explanation, appreciating the fusion of technology and performance. Others remained skeptical, interpreting the move as a sign that Hollywood celebrities were increasingly relying on artificial means to craft their public image. The controversy had sparked a broader conversation about transparency and trust between artists and audiences, revealing a tension that would continue to shape Smith's career. Meanwhile, the tour went on. Will Smith performed in city after city, with ticket sales largely unaffected thanks to loyal fans. Each show was an electrifying experience, blending humor, storytelling, and music, reminding audiences why he had become a household name. Yet, the AI debate lingered, a persistent cloud over the spectacle. Every promotional clip, every video snippet, every highlight reel became a subject of scrutiny, ensuring that the story would not fade quietly. This chapter of Smith's tour became a defining moment in entertainment history. It highlighted the opportunities and pitfalls of integrating AI into live performances and challenged both artists and fans to reconsider their understanding of authenticity. For Will Smith, it was a lesson in navigating modern celebrity, where technology, perception, and reality intersect in complex and often unpredictable ways. As Will Smith's, based on a true story, tour entered its fifth week, the AI controversy reached its zenith. Social media platforms were flooded with content dissecting every promotional clip, and news outlets ran headlines questioning the authenticity of the tour's visuals. It seemed that everywhere Smith turned, the topic of AI-generated audiences followed. The public response was intense and divided. Hardcore fans defended Smith, posting pictures and videos from the live shows to prove the authenticity of his performances. The energy was insane. Every face in the crowd was real. "Don't believe the hype," one fan tweeted, including a montage of photos taken during the concert. These first-hand accounts countered the skepticism spreading online and gave supporters a rallying point. Meanwhile, skeptics continued to analyze the promotional footage. On Reddit, threads like r/entertainment conspiracy dissected clips frame by frame. Some highlighted repeated patterns in the crowd, blurry edges, and inconsistencies that suggested digital enhancement. YouTube creators uploaded detailed breakdowns, drawing tens of thousands of views and fueling debates across comment sections. Memes portraying Smith as AI Will or Crowd Wizard circulated widely, blending humor with critique and keeping the story alive in public discourse. Traditional media joined the fray as well. Entertainment news programs aired segments comparing live footage with the promotional videos, interviewing AI experts, and debating the ethics of digitally enhancing audiences. Headlines included phrases like Hollywood's AI dilemma and when crowds become artificial, reflecting the broader concern about technology blurring lines between reality and fabrication. For Smith, the controversy had become more than a personal matter. It was now part of a national discussion about authenticity in modern entertainment. Smith responded strategically. In interviews, he acknowledged the use of AI in promotional materials but clarified that it was intended solely to enhance the visual presentation for online viewers. "We wanted to create a more immersive experience for people watching at home," he explained. "The live energy in every arena is 100% real. AI was never used to replace the audience. It just helped make the video shine." While the statement aimed to calm the storm, it also intensified conversations about transparency and ethics in celebrity marketing. The backlash even influenced ticketing trends. Analysts noted that while loyal fans continued to attend, casual observers hesitated, wary of buying tickets to a show whose audience was rumored to be digitally enhanced. Event promoters debated the risks of mixing AI with live performances, wondering if technological innovation could ever coexist with the expectation of authenticity. The AI controversy also opened a new chapter for online discourse about celebrity influence and technology. Scholars and journalists discussed the implications for audience perception, raising questions about the responsibility of entertainers in the digital age. Was it ethical to digitally enhance crowds? Should audiences be informed when AI is involved? These questions extended far beyond Will Smith, signaling a broader cultural reckoning with technology's role in shaping reality. Despite the turmoil, Smith remained resilient. Each night, he delivered high-energy performances filled with music, storytelling, and personal reflection. Fans at the arenas experienced the raw, genuine energy that Smith had always been known for, and many took to social media to emphasize that reality and digital enhancement were two separate experiences. By the end of this week, the AI controversy had firmly cemented itself as a defining moment in the tour. It highlighted the challenges of balancing technological innovation with authenticity, illustrating the delicate line celebrities must navigate in an era dominated by digital manipulation. For Will Smith, the story was no longer just about music and performance. It was a testament to the evolving relationship between audience trust, artistic expression, and the powerful tools of modern technology. As the final leg of the Based on a True Story tour approached, the AI controversy had evolved from a social media frenzy into a defining moment in Will Smith's career. By now, audiences, critics, and media outlets were fully aware of the debate surrounding digitally enhanced crowds. For Smith, this was not merely a challenge. It was an opportunity to reflect on how technology intersects with entertainment, celebrity, and audience trust. In interviews leading up to the last shows, Smith addressed the controversy openly. "I want to be honest with my fans," he said, his voice steady and sincere. "The live shows are real. Every laugh, every cheer, every moment of energy comes from the people who show up. The AI footage was only meant to make our online videos more visually engaging. I never wanted anyone to feel misled." His words resonated with many, offering clarity and showing a willingness to confront criticism head-on. Fans responded in varied ways. Some expressed relief, feeling reassured that their favorite star had remained authentic on stage. Others continued to debate the ethical implications of using AI in promotional content, sparking conversations that extended beyond the tour itself. On TikTok and Instagram, users posted side-by-side comparisons of live audience shots and promotional clips, generating discussion about the balance between artistry and honesty. Entertainment journalists analyzed the controversy in depth. Features explored the technical aspects of AI in media, interviewing experts in visual effects, ethics, and marketing. Many noted that while the technology allowed for dazzling visuals, it also posed challenges to credibility and audience trust. Smith's tour became a case study for how celebrities navigate modern digital tools, one article read. "It's a reminder that innovation and integrity must go hand in hand." The tour itself concluded on a triumphant note. Each final performance brought together music, storytelling, and a palpable energy that no digital enhancement could replicate. Audiences cheered, cried, and sang along, witnessing the genuine charisma and talent that had always defined Will Smith's career. The shows proved that, regardless of AI or controversy, the power of live performance remained unmatched. In reflecting on the events, Smith's team acknowledged that the controversy had taught valuable lessons about transparency and audience engagement. They recognized that technology, when used thoughtfully, could enhance experiences, but that it should never replace the fundamental connection between performer and audience. It was a lesson that would influence future productions, both for Smith and for the wider entertainment industry. By the end of the tour, the AI debate had transformed from scandal into conversation, a cultural touchpoint for discussions about technology, creativity, and trust. Smith's resilience, coupled with his willingness to engage honestly with the issue, helped to restore faith among many fans. The controversy became less about accusation and more about a broader dialogue on the evolving nature of entertainment in the digital era. Ultimately, the story of Will Smith and the AI-enhanced crowds stands as a moment of reckoning and reflection. It highlighted the opportunities and risks that modern technology brings to performance art, challenged audiences to think critically, and reminded celebrities that authenticity and connection remain the most powerful tools in their repertoire. For Will Smith, the journey was both a comeback and a lesson in navigating the complexities of fame in a world where reality and digital creation increasingly intersect.